Yo, how's it going, guys? David J here, little David. We're here in India.
First day on arrival, we landed. The air was like super bad. The poverty level is super rough here. There's a lot of cows and dogs just like walking the streets. So that's pretty insane.
So the traffic is crazy. They're honking all the time.
But our time staying here has been super good, and Doe and the people that he has at the mission house here are awesome, and they've made us feel like family.
I love the people. I love the Burmese people that we're staying with. Love Doe. He's awesome. Bengaluru was like beautiful. Like it had so much vegetation and trees, and just the air was so fresh compared to New Delhi.
Traveled to Bangalore for 2 days and had an amazing service there. So powerful. God moved in, incredible ways.
So one of the things I noticed immediately was just the hunger of the people. It was an upstairs kind of packed church. So not like the most seating, but certainly more than 100 people packed in there. And just the hunger. And even from the beginning worship, the Holy Spirit was there in the ministering, in the altar. There was prophetic words, and people were healed, and just a lot of testimonies. And so that's really encouraging and amazing to see an impact on Bible students, because they are going to go and have an impact in all sorts of places that will never go. So that's really exciting.
And I never prayed for a stranger before, but I said yes. And so he did an altar call for people who had been dealing with depression or suicidal thoughts. And one guy, he came up, and I went up and prayed for him. And at first I didn't know what to say, but then I got this, it was almost like a download of information, like right into my mind. And I started praying all of these things over him, and he just started breaking down, crying over me praying these things over him.
It's cool to see everyone on the team give a testimony, and how well those testimonies tied in to what was obviously the Holy Spirit's bigger plan for what was going to be said from the stage. So I just love seeing that come together.
Every service, every speaker, every singer, like the Holy Spirit was moving through everybody, and it felt like just amazing. There's no words that I could use to describe it.
And the next day I was talking to the pastor there, and one of the pastors there, and he told me that that guy called that night, and he told him that when I laid my hands on him, that he felt this darkness just pillaging out of him, just pouring out of his ears, his mouth, his eyes, and this light started coming in. And he said that he had already stood on train tracks twice that year, and he was planning on doing it again before the end of the year in December. And he said if he hadn't gone to the service that he would have. And so this was just so amazing for my spiritual life. I had never felt that strong of the Holy Spirit in my whole life, and I'm just so glad that God used me in that way.
Then we landed back in Delhi last night. The air quality was very severe, 500 is as bad as it can get. And so it's been an experience for sure, but it's awesome to see what God has done and will continue to do in the oncoming days.
And this morning we had our drive where we gave away to hundreds of families enough food to feed their family for several months. People were lining up at 4:30 a.m. and even though we fed hundreds of families, there were still hundreds that we had to turn away.
These people had come all the way in the very early morning. It was dark, or it was still dark in the morning, and I don't even know how far they had to travel. Find out that they're there to get rice. 2 bags of rice and a couple bags of sugar, salt, like staple necessities. And they came to get rice that they would have to carry on their shoulders. Some of them are old women, some of them are with kids, and they have to carry this rice on their shoulders or on their heads all the way back to wherever they are. And so seeing that, and seeing the lives of these people and the actual work that they have to go through to survive on a day-to-day basis, just shows me how much of an impact we in America can have, even just providing them the opportunity to get this food.
So the need is so great. What you see right behind me is hundreds of children who have come to receive their winter jacket. It can get cold here, and oftentimes the refugees can't afford those extra things, and so we're providing over 300 warm jackets. And I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
I think that it makes me appreciate life here so much more, because the things that they lack over there, the not having clean water, not even being able to have clean air, it just makes me appreciate everything. It's an amazing opportunity to go, so thank all of you for making it happen.
Thank you guys for the opportunity for sending us. Awesome. Stay blessed.
Our trip was amazing. Being there, just being side by side with the young adults was awesome to see them thrive and do so well and to make such an impact. So thank you for following along our trip, and for so much that we were able to do is all because of you. As you heard, we had to turn over 100 families away from the food and coat distribution in New Delhi. We got back to the United States and figured out for just $6,000 we could provide all those families with food. So we are asking for your support to do that for them, not only now, but to partner with us into the future for the Burmese refugee community. Thank you so much.
This is